Here with your KMRS local news for September 15th, I'm Matt Privratsky. A biomass seminar is happening today. The USDA ARS Soils Lab in Morris is welcoming Dr. Terry Kofelt from the USDA lab in Maricopa, Arizona. Kofelt, a plant geneticist, will be presenting a seminar in the conference room called the USDA ARS Biomass Centers. What are they? The Soils Lab's mission is to help enhance the agricultural and natural resource base, improve environmental health, and contribute to national food security. It's also offering a seminar on September 29th on weeds in agricultural system. Today's seminar starts at 11 a.m. On Tuesday, Representative Ann Lachewski and Representative Paul Morcourt unveiled a bill that will give Minnesotans back their homestead credit. The credit was taken away during the latest legislative session. The homestead credit had reduced property taxes by as much as $304 a year for homeowners. Marquardt says the elimination of the homestead credit hits rural areas especially hard, to the tune of $37 million for agricultural properties. Another program has been put in place that will lower the tax value on homes in order to lessen the amount of taxes a person pays, but it may end up putting increased burden on commercial properties. Alexandria won't set their budget details for a couple of months. Monday night, the Alexandria City Council discussed the 2012 preliminary budget and tax levy and set the final tax levy in hearing for November 28th. City Administrator Jim Today says the difficulty for 2012 is the loss of market value homestead credit and local government aid, totaling about $674,000. That has to be made up with either cuts in the budget or increases in property taxes, and Today says if they went with a tax increase only, it would be about a 36% increase in property taxes. That's not going to work, he said, so the council will make some reductions in the budget. With the reductions, the budget proposal is to increase by only about 4.5% from the previous year. U.S. News & World Report has released its 2012 college rankings, and the University of Minnesota Morris was named to the top 10 public colleges list. Overall, Morris placed 144 of the 178 in the top tier of the National Liberal Arts Colleges list. We're very proud that the University of Minnesota Morris continues to score highly in the U.S. News National Liberal Arts College ranking, says Chancellor Jackie Johnson. It's especially gratifying to know that our academic quality markers and public mission place us among the best liberal arts colleges in the nation. In addition to the top 10 public college list, Morris was also included on a list of colleges that recognize and value spirit and hard work and a broad, engaged student body. Motorists on Highway 29 north of Glenwood can expect delays September 19th through the 22nd, while Canadian Pacific crews repair the railroad crossing just north of Highway 55. The railroad crossing work requires a detour using Highway 55, Pope County Road 15, and Pope County Road 28. The Minnesota Department of Transportation urges motorists to always drive with caution, slow down in work zones, and never enter a road blocked with barriers or cones. For statewide travel information, you can visit mndot.gov. U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar and Mike Enzi reintroduced bipartisan legislation this week to help increase job opportunities for returning veterans while reducing the shortage of much-needed emergency medical personnel in rural communities. With more than 1 in 4 U.S. veterans aged 20 to 24 without a job, the Veterans to Paramedics Transition Act would streamline civilian paramedic training for returning veterans who already have emergency medical experience as a result of their military service. This would make it easier for them to secure jobs as paramedics. Our young men and women in uniform are able to perform complex duties under extreme pressure and danger, and when they return home, they should be able to use these battle-tested skills to secure a good job, Klobuchar said. Agricultural deaths and farm accidents can be devastating for families, friends, and communities. The Upper Midwest experiences almost 200 agricultural deaths per year and about 20,000 disabling injuries, so National Farm Safety and Health Week next week helps to draw focus to their impact. Catherine Waters of the U of M Extension and Murray Madsen of the Great Plains Center for Agricultural Health also draw attention to the medical costs, societal losses, and lost productivity that can come with such accidents. Waters and Madsen point out that with a little more focus and careful attention, we can work together to prevent injuries and deaths. Catherine Waters is an agricultural health and safety educator and food systems program leader with the U of M Extension. Murray Madsen is a former associate director of the Great Plains Center for Agricultural Safety. The Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Commerce is encouraging you to apply for a health insurance tax credit. Mike Rothman says that if you own a business with less than 25 full-time employees, pay average annual wages below $50,000, and provide health insurance for your employees, you might be one of the 94,000 small businesses in Minnesota eligible for this health insurance tax credit. The Small Business Healthcare Tax Credit provides direct tax relief for small businesses, helping offset the cost of purchasing health coverage for your employees. It was passed as part of the Affordable Care Act of 2010. Additional information about eligibility requirements and calculating the credit can be found on the Small Business Healthcare Tax Credit for Small Employers page on irs.gov. And that's been your KMRS Local News for September 15th. I'm Matt Privratsky.